So when it comes to making money as a captain, there's a couple things that you should know. And there's some pros, there's some cons. I'm gonna go over both of those in this video. Now, let's start with the cons. The cons of making money as a fishing guide or as a captain, mainly the way that I see it, is that one, the revenue can be pretty lumpy. So what that means is like some months you might do like really good if it's your busy season, and then the next month it kind of like can come crashing down, and then the next month really good, then the next month's really good, then it kind of crashes down, and then it's like really bumpy. And it's not like a reoccurring revenue model business where like lawn care or there's lots of other businesses that I'm trying to think of, but it's not a reoccurring revenue model where like, hey, I've got these customers and they pay me every month. It doesn't work like that. It's kind of one-off sales, which can be a downside, but it could also be an upside, which I'll talk about in a second. But the other con is that it's really, really, really tied to your time. So, and a lot of people don't care about that, and that's fine, and I didn't care about that in the beginning, but it's really difficult to properly outsource it. I'll leave it at that for the outsourcing, to properly outsource it, which means that a lot of times, and it's just kind of an industry standard that like people expect you to do the trip yourself. Whereas like if you call up a lawn company, like you don't really care who shows up at your house to mow your lawn, if it's some employee or whoever. But if you call up a fishing charter business, like odds are you probably heard something about the owner, like that specific captain, and you want to go with them. So it becomes pretty difficult to get to bring on employees or things like that and scale if you eventually don't want to sell your time. Because at the end of the day, it's pretty much just an hourly rate. Like if you're doing a 4-hour trip for $400, you're pretty much getting paid $100 an hour, best case scenario, because a lot of people don't factor in all the cleanup and prep and yada 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 that goes along with it. But enough on that. Let's talk about a couple of the pros. Some of the pros are that it's fairly high ticket. So, a lot of guys that I know, especially in my area and stuff, it's $400, $500, $600, $700 for a charter, especially for a few people. And I know down south, you can be talking multiple thousands of dollars, $1,000, $1,000, $2,000, $2,500 for a charter for a handful of people. So the numbers can add up pretty quick. I mean, there's been days where I've got 3-4 phone calls and you close a couple people and you can make $1,000, $1,200 in a day, just through bookings when you're collecting the cash up front. So that's pretty nice because it's not like you're trying to sell a book or like some little weird off service that's $20 a month or something like that. Like when you're making sales, the numbers can get pretty big pretty quick. So I will say that is a big pro. And then the other pro I would say too is that people are paying you money because they want to, obviously, but because it's like a fun experience. And when somebody pays for fun, it kind of is like a different mindset that they come into it with, versus like if you called me up and hired me to come fix your roof or to come fix your toilet like a plumber or to come mow your lawn or lawn maintenance or whatever it is, that's kind of like not that fun. You're like, man, like I gotta pay these guys to fix my roof. It is what it is. It sucks. Here's the check. Big sigh. And it is what it is. But like someone booking a fishing charter, like they're doing that because they want to. And you could say, sure, they want a new roof because they don't want to get rained on while they sleep. And so sure, they want that, but it's not necessarily fun. Whereas coming out on the water like this and stuff and just fishing, it's like the way that they pay it. Like I'm trying to think of like a good way to explain this, and there just really isn't. But just think of other instances throughout your own life, maybe where you pay for a fun experience, and you don't pay for it because you have to. You pay for it because you like truly want to. And there's just something magical that happens when a client comes to spend time with you, and it's because they honestly want to, not because, they have to. So anyways, yeah, that's the pros and cons and the truth about making money as a captain.